Well, well, well. Time for another worst list. I guess I'll plug my Patreon before we start. $2 gets you into Discord, and $5 gets you early access. So if for some reason you really love just how much of a hater I am, click that link below and support the channel. Alright, let's get on with it. It's 2012, the world's coming to an end, I don't even care, let's dive into some dumpsters. 2012 may have been a party, but every party needs its poopers, and I found quite a handful of shit nuggets in this chart. That said, the stinkers haven't stank as much as the ones for the other years, but they sure did stink. And because I like to suffer for some reason, we're gonna go into the backyard and dig up those stale turds. Cause sometimes it's good to remember what sucked and why, so let's take a look at it. I was gonna put this at number 2 for the lulz, but nah, it's not that bad. Don't you know that I don't give a number 2? I also don't give a number 2. Yes, we're starting off with Pitbull's acidine theme for the underwhelming Men in Black 3. The one where they gotta time travel so Agent K can kill Boris the bad guy, and then something about the Mets winning the '69 World Series. They beat the Orioles to do it. I would say fuck those guys, but they fucked themselves enough this season. Woof. Well, anyway, this tune samples from Love is Strange by Mickey and Sylvia. Which is from the 50s, not the 60s, but I guess it sounds kinda like the 60s. Anyway, I like the use of the sample here, up until the middle when it suddenly starts turning into dubstep. Okay, this is gonna come up a lot, so I might as well say it now. 2012 is to dubstep as 1979 is to disco, because A, it was everywhere, and B, a lot of dubstep songs were being made by people who shouldn't make dubstep songs. But to understand the future, we have to go back in time. And then there's just Pitbull himself. Bless his heart, he's barely even trying. His lyrics are just a stream of consciousness dreck. He doesn't even mention anything about the movie. When he does, it's crap like this. Miami equals black mask, black gloves. It's like he remembers he's supposed to be making a theme song, so he just clumsily throws in a reference. Let's save the world, Men in Black. I know you understand. Oh, I understand the Men in Black. Do you? Because it sounds like you don't. Like Agent J or Agent K, I wish the whole world would. Look, a great sample can only get you so far, and with all of this song's flaws, I'd say the bottom of the worst list is far enough for me. Still, this was better than the theme song from the second movie. Nod your head. Woof. I'd like to travel back in time and erase that from history. Neo. I've always really liked the guy. I'm not a huge fan, but most of his stuff I heard was pretty good. But even a working clock gets broken every once in a while, and something about this song has always rubbed me the wrong way. It's not Neo doing a party dance song, as out of place as that may be. He did have a trial run with Pitbull. That didn't work out very well, so let's try it without Pitbull. I just wanna be the one to remind you. It's decent, beat's pretty good, and there aren't a lot of questionable lines. Oh, except for this one in the hook. Girl, let me love you, and I will love Let me love you until you learn to love yourself. Okay, I don't remember where I first heard this, but there's a saying that you gotta love yourself before you love others. So loving someone until they learn to love themselves, that's pretty much the inverse of that. It's nice that someone can maybe help you love yourself, but I'm not sure this is it. It's interfering at best, skeevy at worst. Yeah, there's also the idea that he may be taking advantage of your inability to love yourself for God knows what. Like, there's so many layers that I can add to this one line that it is impossible to ignore it. Good beat, though. Maybe if it was an instrumental. Oh, Brother Rudder, it's big and rich. Before we get into how bad they sucked, let's talk about what they did well. I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills. In the mid-2000s, country was in some big doldrums when these guys came in to give it an edge. And for a while, it was a breath of fresh air. I mean, they made Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Classic. And they kept it up for years, but as innovative as it was, it also had a downside. That downside would eventually become bro country, but that's a whole different can of worms. Well, anyway, let's get back to this piece of shit. Alright, so this song is about how a lot of bad things happen, this and that, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to change that. I mean, you're just one person. I mean, one person can still make a difference, no matter how small. So that one person just prays. Just thoughts and prayers, the bare minimum. But hey, at least he's making a difference. But let's back it up a little bit. What exactly does he want to change, though? My neighbor lost his house because he can't find a job. Okay, people are losing their houses because they can't find jobs. That shouldn't be, I agree. Anything else? Babies having babies because their parents are always gone. Okay, kids are running around having sex. Yeah, that happens too. What exactly are you getting at, though? Don't you dare pledge allegiance, don't you dare speak of God. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. That's why you pray? Ooh, a prayer. Wow, yeah. You're really trying to make the world a better place, aren't you? This song is okay boomer energy written all over it. And unlike most of their other songs, this barely has an edge to it. It sounds more like the lifeless crap they tried to change in the first place. Screw your prayers. You really want to help? Grab a ladle. Give up on us. Oh joy, it's Jason Mraz.
No, I'm not. I'm just some guy with a hat.
Yeah, that's who Jason Mraz is.
Remember when this guy was good?
I'll just drop it with my hand in my pocket and I'm waiting for my rocket to come.
I listened to that first album of his. I'm not going to say it was one of my favorites. There were some parts of it that just didn't click for me. But he seemed like he had a potential to be a fresh and exciting voice for the new millennium. And then he decided, nope, rather just be some guy in a hat.
Or a beautiful sunrise.
And he went on to make dull, lifeless, boring crap songs like this, just strumming on his guitar with his dumb, douchey voice, trying to sweet talk himself into this girl's panties. Yuck.
Even the stars
God, and then he goes into his normal singing voice in an awful bit of whiplash. Jason Mraz jump scares are not something that I'm sure anyone asked for.
Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got.
But even with his attempt at a crescendo, this is still pretty limp. He's not even wearing the hat. That's his thing. You take the hat off of Jason Mraz, you don't just get nothing. You get even less than nothing.
I won't give up. Oh,
Fresh and exciting. What the hell was I talking about? This is the kind of slop that sounds like it should be on Grey's Anatomy. Was it on that show? I don't know. Maybe it was. Whatever, I give up on trying to make something out of this nothing. Next.
my love, I'm still looking up. She's so mean. You never let her go. Why don't you let her go? I just found out that it's her birthday month, so
In previous worst lists, I've had a problem with Stealing Your Girl songs. They're just so smug about it in a way that makes me want to puke. But what about Stealing Your Guy songs made by girls? Well, here's one.
Boy, you can say anything you wanna. I don't give a sh. No one else can have ya.
Oh yeah, the one where Cher Lloyd tries to steal her old boyfriend back from his new chick. A boyfriend, I might add, that she dumped because of her stubbornness.
Boy, you never had much game, so I needed to upgrade.
Oh, you had to upgrade? Okay, well fuck you then. I'll just go hook up with someone else.
Remember all the things that you and I did first, and now you're doing them with her.
And now that he did, now she decided he had much game after all? Oh, please.
And now you're taking her to every restaurant.
And she's turned to being a nuisance to them because for some reason, that's gonna get him back. Actually, you know what this song reminds me a lot of? How the fuck am I supposed to live without you? In which no talent ass clown is obsessed with his ex and her new guy. He wants to know all the plans they're making.
Tell me all about it. Tell me about the plans you're making.
Yeah, tell me about them. Are you taking him to every restaurant? Your bitch of an ex has to know. That's what this sounds like.
But I still had you first.
We used to be, but now it's a separation between.
Oh, and there's this verse from Astro. It's not in the US version, only on the British version, which is strange because Astro is American.
I could tell that she upset because it ain't you.
You'd think they want the US to have its own X Factor guy, but then again, the X Factor wasn't successful over here, so I guess that was for the best. Whatever, this song sucks, rap verse or not. No, I do not want this back.
So sound like a helicopter.
Actually, I'd say you sound more like a dumb airhead trying to do a Skeeter Valentine impression. And on that note, it's time for commercials. Yay.
The medical profession has reached new lows with sexually perverted gynecologists and doctors operating on problems that don't exist. They're incapable of regulating themselves. They're inmates running the jails. Go to my website, barryglazer.com. You won't believe the horrors that these doctors are capable of.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus.
Christy Lane has touched the hearts of millions through her #1 biography and song, One Day at a Time.
I cried a tear, you wiped it dry.
With all the turmoil in the world today, you'll find comfort and strength in these timeless classics.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Call now and save 50%.
I believe in angels.
for this collector special. All your favorites, country, gospel, pop, plus new songs. A total of 59 great songs on 3 CDs for only $14.99 plus shipping. You save over 50%.
Call 1-800-561-3865.
Beautiful gifts for someone you love.
And now the worst part of the worst list. Get excited. Birthday Cake is not going on the list. Why? Because it wasn't charting that week.
Give it to her in the worst way.
If it was, well, I obviously would still have it on the list because everything about it makes me sick. I wouldn't put it at number 1 though because that'd be so obvious. Everyone else already did that, but that doesn't mean we can't still have some breezy bashing fun. Oh look, it's Chris Brown doing EDM, another trend of the 2010s that had its fair share of bandwagon jumpers. Strangely enough, Chris Brown has actually done this pretty well. That Yeah 3X song I thought was pretty good, but this wasn't.
So much life in the city.
I just don't buy this kind of moody, introspective seeming kind of EDM from this guy, and he's barely even trying to sell it. Where things really get going, though, is in the hook. Yeah, it gets going in the worst way. Breezy's voice is bad enough, but throw some autotune effect on it, and it's ungodly. And it's in the hook, so it's the thing you hear the most. Jesus fuck, why? Why, with so many other better EDM bops out there, did we decide we wanted to hear this crap? I don't know, but somebody please punch me in the balls so that I can wake up from this nightmare.
Don't wake me up, don't wake me.
Ordinarily, I would use this spot for the weirdest song that I could find that was on the charts. And of course, today will be no exception. It's been well over 10 years, and this song still makes me scratch my head. Like, how did something like this even come into existence? Let alone make it all the way to number 10. There's so many things wrong with this. I can't even begin with that asinine drive-by line.
Wherever to get away from me.
No, I'll begin at the beginning, where he talks about a girl he banged once and apparently was so bad at sex that she moved to another state or probably country. And then he saw this random chick on the street who looked like her.
On the other side of the street I knew stood a girl that looked like you.
And apparently this is enough to get him to go and find the chick that he banged once. What the fuck is this plot?
This is not a drive-by.
And then it gets to the hook, where he says this is not a drive-by, which, given the circumstances, might as well be a drive-by. But as stupid as that is, it does not compare to the next lyrics that come out of Pat Monahan's mouth.
Just a shy guy looking for a two-ply, hefty thing to hold my love.
Hefty bag. So, let me get this straight.
Looking for a two-ply, hefty thing to
He sees a random girl who looked like a girl that he had a one-night stand with, and he decides to go and find the girl he was with that one night because he wants a hefty bag. I still don't get it. So, according to Genius, it's a sweet metaphor because he's saying he has so much love that he needs a hefty bag to hold it. Okay, so why the hefty bag? I mean, you could have just used any other metaphor. What on God's green earth made your mind go directly to a garbage bag? I don't know, maybe he was trying to make a Family Guy reference and botched it?
Hefty, hefty, hefty. Whippy, whippy, whippy.
On the upside to a downward spiral. My love for you went viral.
And I wish that was it, but no, there are so many other bad moments. My love for you went viral? So, your love is a meme or something?
In a little time to get my head together too.
Like 3 centuries worth of time. And then there's the stupidest part of the entire song, which I am saving for last.
They don't like it, sue me the way you do me.
First off, if they don't like it, they can sue you. You want your haters to take you to court? And the way you do me, that's just fucking stupid. You know, I get the impression that Pat Monahan sings just so he can hear himself speak. I've looked up and down this chart trying to find some lower charting entry to put in this slot, but nothing could even come close to this literal train wreck of a hit single. I mean, we're still cringing at it, so this song must be doing something right or wrongfully right. Seriously, Hefty Bag? Oh boy, remember the boy band wars of 2012?
So come on, you got it wrong.
Well, it started out as a boy band war between One Direction and The Wanted, but the latter couldn't get any traction, whereas 1D, well, one did.
That's what makes you beautiful.
So with that battle already won, they had to set their sights on a new teeny bopper target. Enter a soon-to-be grown-up Justin Bieber.
I don't know about me, but I know about you.
2012 will forever be known as the year JB's balls finally dropped. Not only did his voice get lower, but he released an album in which he basically said to the world, "Hey, look everyone, I'm grown up now." And he still sucked.
As long as you love me.
Here is Justin Bieber with As Long As You Love Me, not to be confused with that horrible Backstreet Boys song of the same name. But it is like that song, though.
As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless.
Like the lyrical themes are the same. Doesn't matter who you are or what you did, as long as you love me, we could be homeless in a shithole. Okay, so I guess it's not like that song. It's actually more asinine.
I'll be your hover. You could be my destiny's child on a singer.
Definitely more asinine. But now, let's get into the real shit. The dubstep hook. Just like Pitbull, Justin Bieber should also not be making dubstep. This just sounds limp. Skrillex the wub god you are not, is what I would say. But then I remembered he would do a couple of songs with Skrillex, and it would actually work well. At first, anyway. Well, let's see what rapper they grabbed off the street for this one.
Man, we stepping out like, whoa, God. Cameras point and shoot.
Really, Big Sean? You're gonna water him down? Sure, whatever. It's not like rap verses are supposed to be memorable on pop songs or anything.
Girl, you know I got you, us, trust, a couple things I can't spell without you.
That's the only good line in the verse. And it's still a waste of your Big Sean. You may have hit puberty, but the suck remains the same. Believe? I don't think so.
As long as you love me.
I was gonna put this at number 1 for the lulz, but instead, I decided to put it at number 2. Payphone kinda sucked too, but at least it sucked in a creative way. I mean, he's at a payphone trying to get her back? That's cute. Although who the fuck still uses a payphone? But One More Night is a million times worse. It's about the same shit that all the other bad Maroon 5 songs are about. Having bomb-ass sex that makes you feel like shit. Aw, you feel guilty fucking your ex? Oh, poor you. Eat my taint. And they got that dumb COD reggae crap going on. It's like a UB40 song for 2012. Who even asked for that? But the worst part is this. Adam Levine going, ooh, 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 like he just got shot in the dick. It's fucking annoying coming from him because of course it is. Give me Phil Collins any day. That song is actually one of his best for the record. And this obviously is one of Moron 5's worst. I put this above the goddamn Hefty Bag song. That should say something. Well, we got one more to go, but first, some more crap. 2012 was the boom year for dubstep. This is the bust. I don't know, guys. I think this Alex Clare guy might be a douchebag.
And it feels like I am just too close to love you.
Oh, I'm just too close to love you. Okay, fine, but there's nothing wrong with friend zoning. Yeah, I didn't put this on the list, only because it's just too adorably stupid. It does blow, that's for sure.
Whistle, baby, let me know.
Oh, but you want to see something really fucked up? This rip-off version of Whistle made the top 40 in the UK. No, seriously.
I need that one thing. You got that one thing.
Hey girl, you got a thing, and I want that thing. Can I please have the thing? No. Aw, be your friend. No. Oh, you're mean. Yes, I am. Todd called this kid the country Justin Bieber, and, well, he wasn't wrong. Also, I Want to Make You Feel Wanted is just stupid. Oh, and there's also this line. Hand holding? Ew, gross. Why would you hold someone's hand? Do you even know where it's been?
I picked my nose with it, I wiped my ass with it, and I didn't wash my hands. I picked my belly button with it, I took the lint out of it. I itched the deodorant and scraped it off of my armpits and smelled it.
After a decade of splitting up, No Doubt returned to bless the world with Hey Baby 2.0. It's easy to forget that One Republic sucked at one point. Thankfully, they would go on to remind us again with that Top Gun song. So, this is that Jason Aldean that you all seem to really fucking hate now. Well, I'm here to remind you that even before he got pussy whipped into joining QAnon, he still sucked. I swear, I'm not just doing this because it's cool to hate on Sia. That song she did with Flo Rida was surprisingly pretty good. I say surprisingly because how the fuck would a collab between Sia and the Whistle guy even work? But it did. This, on the other hand, did not. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This part here has always sounded way off to me. What is this? Reverse snare drums and what sounds like something powering down? This is wrong. All wrong. David Guetta, go back to the drawing board, you fucking hack. Wow, what a title for a song. And now, because I have no shame, here are the top 10 things Thomas Rhett can do with his hands. Number 10, spank the monkey. Number 9, stroke the salami. Number 8, choke his chicken. Number 7, toss some salad. Number 6, use a shake weight. Number 5, beat the beaver. Number 4, polish some pearls. Number 3, shake hands with the milkman. Number 2, take off his pants and jacket. And the number 1 thing that Thomas Rhett can do with his hands is masturbate. Play me off, house band. Wow, that was fun. All right, time to get into the very unfun part of the video. You may have noticed I had quite a lot of country in those dishonorable mentions. Yeah, I didn't set out to bash on country music. It's just that 2012 was a pretty bad year for country. And like I said, this was just before the borough country craze would make everything worse. To think, there was a time when it couldn't get worse than a song called Drunk on You. Yeah, girl, I'm drunk on you and beer. And then there's Lee Brice. Oh, what to do with this guy? Well, I did like some of his songs. Parking Lot Party, that's kind of a banger. I Don't Dance, I'm not as high on that one as most of y'all are, but I do like the sentiment at least. Hell, that song he made with Carly Pearce recently was pretty good too. But he has also made a fair share of bad songs. Like One of Them Girls, that song is still terrible. But then there's his worst song, which just might be one of the most infuriating songs ever written. I think some of you have noticed in my more recent worst lists, I've stopped labeling the number 1 slot as fuck you, and you also may have noticed that I actually went and did it there. See, I've grown tired of just throwing the phrase fuck you around, so I want to save it for where it's warranted, and boy oh boy is it warranted here. I am insensitive. I have a tendency. Okay, so Lee Brice is listing all his faults. So far so good. I mean, he's just telling it like it is. A man admits his mistakes. Nobody's nerfect. I wish that I could be more like you. I'm hard to love, hard to love. But when it gets to the hook, that's when it gets infuriating. See, he's hard to love, and he's glad that you're sticking around, 'cause he wouldn't stick around if you were hard to love. Well, I couldn't do it if I stood where you stood. Oh, really? You couldn't do it. I'm gonna have to love you until you learn to love yourself. This is the kind of game we're playing here. Well, I don't deserve it, but I love that you love me good. Oh, you're goddamn fucking right you don't deserve it. Just say you're bad at love and get it over with already. I am a short fuse. I am a wrecking ball. And look, I can see how this could be considered sweet, probably. She's just standing by her man through the bad times because she knows the good times are worth it. Girl, you've given me a million second chances. Strong enough to be faithful. Right, I'm gonna go and put myself in the shoes of nameless girl he's probably singing this to. Hard to love, no, I don't make it easy. Stop. No more. Don't say another word. I can already tell this is not going to work out. You're just going to do the same shit over and over and over again, and you're just going to treat me like a mommy you can slide your dick into, and I don't need that. I didn't need it then. I don't need it now. I don't need it ever. I just called my sister. She's going to go and pick me up in a few minutes, so I'm just going to grab whatever shit I can and go crash at her house and figure out what to do with my life from here. Okay, see ya. You get why this is a fuck you song, right? Bad as bro country is, this horse shit is way worse. Some people may see it differently, but I'm sorry, I'm never gonna see this as anything but toxic. I'll leave you with this. Even if Birthday Cake was still charting, I'd still put this over it at my top slot.
Got a condo on my wrist, girl, I'm cashing out. Got a condo around my